Hey everyone, John here, and welcome back to the Toy Box. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a great day and a wonderful weekend. Today we are going to look at the last Pokemon trading card game Sword and Shield expansion, Crown Zenith. I have the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box here, and I have the duo of Riolu and Lucario here, so I feel pretty good about this. We're going to take a look at everything inside, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, so we've got everything sorted out, so let's take a look at what we have here. We got a lot of nice things in this box. So first, we have a promo card. It's a Lucario card. We can look at it. It's a full art foil card. It is 270 fighting, a V-star, and he has 2 moves, Fighting Knuckle, 120 plus. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon V, then this attack does 120 more damage. And the V-star power is Aura Star. This attack does 70 damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. That is crazy. So I'll go ahead and let Lucario hold on to this one, since that's his card. And now next we can look at the deck box. So this is the deck box that came with the set. Has Lucario on both sides and Crown Zenith on the top. Next, we have the Player's Guide. This is the book that comes with each Elite Trainer box. It just kind of shows you some stuff about the game, and in the back it has a card list. Let's go ahead and put that right here. Next, we have card sleeves. So these are the card protectors. That's how it looks like on the other side. This just has Lucario. Looks nice. Put that right here. Next, we have a pack of energy cards. So this is just a pack of 45 energy cards that comes with the Elite Trainer box. We'll put that right here. Then we get some box dividers. And there's 4 of them in the box. They feature Lucario, and they have some foil on the surface so you can see them shine. And then on the other side has a picture of Lucario. So they're good for sorting out. They're good for sorting out the box. I usually use them to organize once I've opened the boxes out. Now next you get a metal coin. Now this coin is pretty nice because most of the coins are plastic. So this one is metal, has Lucario on one side, and then it has Pokemon on the other side. So as soon as it's heads and tails, we'll put that right here. And then next we have some metal condition markers. Here they are right here. On the other side, these are gold. And this is cool because normally these are plastic also. So it's nice that they're metal. Put them here. We get some metal dice right here. And these are nice and shiny. They're also heavy, so it's pretty good. Let's go ahead and put them down right here. And then we have an acrylic V-star marker. Here's how it looks like on the other side. And we'll put that here. So that brings us to our booster packs. We got 12 booster packs. And so I've already sorted through them. I've taken out the dupes. And we're going to go ahead and look at all the cards we got. And then after that, we're going to go and look at the rare cards. So let's go ahead and get started with that. We'll start off with our grass types here. So first we have Blossom. Then we have Tangela. It's getting a berry. Next, we have a Tangrowth. Tangrowth always looked kind of scary to me, especially when I first got to the Mireland, the Crimson Mirelands in Legends Arceus. That Tangrowth was pretty scary when I first got there. After that, I was trying to just fight it. We have a Scyther. Looks like it's been cutting down some bamboo. We have a Sunkern on the farm. We have Yanma. Here we have Yanmega, one of the evolutions, the evolution that Yanma got in the 4th generation. Here we have a reverse holo Yanmega. So remember that when I count as a dupe, dupes are the exact same card. So this is a reverse holo. So the rule that I have is I put the regular card first, and then I'll put any holos or reverse holos after. Then we have Kricketot walking across the log. Then we have Cherubi, pretty simple. Then we have Grubbin. And then lastly, a reverse holo Grubbin. So those are our grass types. So next, we'll go ahead and go with our fire types. This one was kind of small. We didn't have a lot of fire types. So first we have Larvesta. Then we have a bit of a holo Volcanion. Looks like it's about to shoot you with something. We have Salandit. And lastly, we have Salazzle. So those are our fire types. So next, moving on to water. So first we have Seal. We have a Galarian Mr. Mime. Here we have Wailmer. That Wailmer actually looks like it's in trouble. It looks like it's being beached, but hopefully that's not the case. Next we have Corphish. I like Corphish. It reminds me of the crawfish I used to have when I was a kid in the tank. Then we have Snorunt. And lastly, we have a Love Disc. So those are our water types. So next, we'll go on to our electric types. So first, we have Shinx reading some comics. Having a snack, too, it looks like. We have another Shinx, just walking around at night. Look at Luxio. This is silly Luxio taking all the toys. This is a Rapid Strike. And then next we have another Luxio in the middle of a storm. It looks like that lightning is going to get absorbed into its tail. Next we have Emolga with some flowers. Next we have Electric. Oh, there's Helioptile, one of my favorite electrics from X and Y. There's Aurora. I still remember watching that movie, the Zorora movie. And then we have Pincurchin. I saw this one and I was thinking this could be a really annoying card. Because for the user, you could get nothing. And if you keep getting heads, then yeah, the opponent's going to hate it. And then I have a reverse holo Pincurchin too. So those are our electric types. So now let's move on to the psychic types. All right, so first we have Execute. That middle one looks angry, and then the one up there looks scared. He looks like maybe falling off the branch. Then we have a reverse holo Executor. This is regular Executor, not the Alolan one. We have a Girafarig. This Girafarig actually seems a lot bigger than I would expect it to be, based on comparing it with the tree, unless that tree is further back. Then we have Lunatone. Next we have this Dusclops. This Dusclops looks pretty scary. And then finally, we have a reverse holo Dusclops. And those are our psychic types. So next, we're going to go ahead and move on to our fighting types. So first, we have Solrock. And this is funny because Solrock is really not a fighting type. But I guess in the card game it is. We have Baltoy. There we have Riolu. Look, just like Riolu over there. Next we have Pancham. This is one of my favorites from X and Y. It reminds me of Panda Express because I got the plush panda from there. We have Rockruff. And then lastly, Lycanroc. I'm more of a daytime Lycanroc form myself, so. Those are the fighting types. So next we have the dark types. There aren't very many of these. So we have first Coughing. Then we have Purloin on a keyboard. I've heard cats like to do that a lot. Like to get on the keyboard. And then lastly we have Skrelp. Now this Skrelp looks just upset. I wonder what someone did to it, but it just looks upset. Those are our dark types. Now next we have our steel types. Now normally in these expansions we don't see a lot of steel types, but I saw a lot in this one. So first we have Galarian Meowth. It looks like he's messing with what look like Christmas lights, but those might actually be plants. Then we have Aaron. This is one of my favorites from Ruby and Sapphire. Then we have Metang, one of the pseudo-legendary line. Then we have Pawniard. Then we have a reverse holo Pawniard. Now they decided to repeat Pawniard for this one, and I like this one because it looks like a toy. So I always like those cards that make it look like it's a crochet or a toy or a clay figure. Those are pretty cool. Those are my favorites. Then last we have Bisharp right here. So those are our steel types. And now we're getting to our normal types. So there is Tauros. It's pretty upset. Next we have Snorlax. This looks like a crocheted Snorlax. So this is pretty cool. I like this a lot. I need to learn how to make these crochet figures one day. I will. I'll get there. Next we have Starly. Then we have Bidoof, just chewing on that tree. And next we have, looks like Chatot's trying to get out of the rain. And here is Shaman. Shaman actually looks kind of upset in this picture. I'm not sure why. And then here is Young Goose from Sun and Moon. And here's Gumshoes with looking out with the Young Goose in the back. And lastly, we have Wooloo running around. This is one of my favorites from Sword and Shield. The Wooloos just roll all over the place. And I can't forget the memes of Wooloos sneaking in other Pokemon that didn't make it into the Sword and Shield Pokédex. Alright, so lastly, we've got our item and trainer cards here. So first we have a Crushing Hammer. We have the Digging Duo. I got a lot of bottle caps from these guys, so I like them a lot. We have the Energy Retrieval. We have a Reverse Holo Energy Switch. We have the Friends in Hisui card. I really like this card. I like the picture of all the characters right there. And we have a Reverse Holo Friends in Sinnoh. And I like this. This is like the counterpart to the other one. We have a Lost Vacuum. We have a Pokeball. We have a Pokemon Catcher. I always thought Pokemon catchers were Pokeballs, but oh well. We have a Raihan card. We have a rare Candy. We have a Rescue Carrier. We have some trekking shoes. And lastly, we have an Ultra Ball. So those are all the cards we got in the booster pack. So this is the cards I got for Crown Zenith. And now for the main event, we have the rare cards. And we actually got quite a bit. We got 6 rare cards this time. So I'm really happy with that. So we will begin first by looking at our Radiant card that we got. This is Radiant Chargebug. So this is how the shiny one looks like. 90 HP, shocking block. Whenever a player attaches an energy card from their hand to one of their Pokemon Vs, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. So that is crazy. And then the linear attack. 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So we'll go ahead and put that up here. Now the next is from another one of my favorites from Sword and Shield. We have Greedent. This is a full art Greedent. 210 HP, normal type. It looks like Greedent is just sleeping in a bed full of berries. Kind of reminds me of all those of the rich people who would just swim in a swimming pool of money or something like that. That's kind of what that reminds me of. We have a Body Slam attack. And then we have Nom 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 and Sizers. You draw 3 cards. It kind of goes along with Greedent's gimmick of eating everything. So go ahead and put that one up here in the middle. Then the next one is we have a full art Electivire. And that Magmortar in the background looks scared. And Electivire is kind of looking at him like doesn't know what he's thinking. Has 140 HP. The Explosive Bolt, 30 plus damage. If any of your benched Magmortar have damage counters on them, this attack does 90 more damage. So that could be pretty crazy. So I guess that Electivire is actually backing up its Magmortar friends. So you could think about putting that into your deck. Then the High Voltage Current. This attack does 50 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. So it hits it for everything. That is crazy. We'll go ahead and put that one here. So next, we have one of my favorites from Sinnoh, and this is Biberal, 120 HP full art. I've always called Biberal my HM champion because it can use almost any HM. That was back in the day when we had to use HMs and couldn't really give our Pokemon a full move set. So Biberal really helped me out there because I could just use him. We have the Industrious Incisors. Once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. Oh, that's pretty cool. And then we have the Tail Smash, which is 100. Flip a coin. If tails, the attack does nothing. Oh, that's bad. Never mind. But I like Biberal. And then now next, we have a full art foil Zorora V Max. Now this one looks pretty cool. It's 320 HP, electric type. The reactive pulse, 60 times damage. This attack does 60 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon in play that has an ability. So that can stack up. And then the Max Fist, 240 damage. You discard 2 energy from the Pokemon. So that is pretty cool. And the last rare card we got is this Luminion V, which is also a foil pack. It's 170 HP, water type. It looks like Luminion is swimming around in the dark and it's just lighting up everything around it. You can see the lantern and the Chinchou in the picture as well. So you know that Luminion's pretty deep down in the water. The Luminous Sign. Whenever you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may search your deck for a supporter card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So you could pick up some supporter cards. And then the Aqua Return for 120 damage. We shuffle this Pokemon and all attached cards into your deck. So one interesting thing about this card and the Zorora card is I actually got them out of the same booster pack. I don't know what the odds are for that happening, but that is definitely a first for me. And that is pretty awesome. So I'll go ahead and put that here. So anyways, so that was the Pokemon Center Crown Zenith Elite Trainer Box. So what do you guys think of this expansion? Overall, I like the cards in this expansion. In this box, I got 12 booster packs, which is 120 cards. I got 6 rare cards out of that, which is really good. I usually expect 2 or 3, so this was very good. On the other hand, I got 37 dupes, which is almost 1/3 of the box being dupes. I don't think that's too great, but I mean, I can't complain with getting 6 rare cards, so I think that more than makes up for it in my opinion. But that many dupes is usually why I don't like to buy too many booster packs from one expansion, because yeah, the dupes will start stacking up. But anyways, what about you guys? Were you able to draw any good Crown Zenith cards? Or were you able to get this Elite Trainer box? Let me know in the comments below. And anyways, that's all I have for you guys this week. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, rate, subscribe, and don't stop playing.